What'd you say?
They're all cozy over there.
Yeah, I know. They're all nice and tight and cozy. Where you guys are all spread out. Liz, you don't need that much room.
We're asking the bassoon to move. It's quite a process.
Okay.
It's like asking Lori.
Lazy.
All right, Steven.
Dissemination.
Okay, good. What'd you think?
Well, I didn't cut off, so that's
Cut off what?
cut off after the chorus.
Okay. Does it need to cut off?
For the excerpt, no, but if it was actually supposed to stop on that measure as a piece, I should have cut it off.
How would you cut it off?
After the,
I want everybody to think of the answers to these questions. So, do you cut off, and how would you need to cut off? So, when you have something where it's just an impact, basically, bump, don't, bum. Do you need a cut off?
well, if you're going to define the duration of the attack. I think
Okay.
you can cut it
Why don't you do the last two measures there? Ding, 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 bong, and cut it off as if it's the end.
off. Okay.
Was that the cutoff?
Yes.
Why don't you do it again? Show us exactly.
Cut off movement or
What's that?
just a movement or?
No, the same thing that we just did, but I want to actually see a cutoff this time. Kind of, okay, but nobody hung on to it. So if
you soon did.
you don't count, the bassoon doesn't count. You worried. So if you want to show duration, right? Ding, 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 gong, or somehow you gotta show some kind of duration there. If you just go that's what they'll do, and they'll stop playing without you giving a little, right? So what's the answer to the question? Do you need a cutoff? No. When you have an impact going, ding, 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 dong, right? The cutoff, you show an impact, and when you relax, it just naturally, sound stops. Unless you go, oh, something that shows duration.
I don't know if you intend for this, but I feel like there's a huge hesitance.
Yeah, I'm not
before
trying.
that
What you're doing
happens.
is you're subdividing, you're going, don't. You're going 3 and, but it's slowing down. It's big time. Boom, do, go.
Yeah, I'm not trying. It's,
Yeah, then just 3 impact. Okay, do those last 2 measures again.
okay.
And this time, when you get there, don't hesitate. Downbeat, relax, and just relax whenever you want the release. It's better. It's better. You still, there's still a little. You still want to go 3 and 1. Okay. Now, do something for me. Step off the podium. Okay. Now, I want you to step on the podium when you're ready to start conducting. I don't want you to hesitate. I want you to step up on the podium. I want you to bring the baton up. I want you to go. Okay? Whenever you're ready. Okay, good. Now, the reason I had you do that was because I watched a really interesting thing with Jasmine a second ago. Okay? You came up here, and everybody was still kind of talking and chattering and everything. This all deals with the preparation, right? Actually, when you're here, you mean business. Everybody's kind of chatting and talking, and you came up on the podium, and everybody kind of continued chatting and talking. And then you brought your baton up, and everybody kind of was settling down and that sort of thing. And then kind of turned it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you were waiting on them rather than saying, it's time. And the whole time Jasmine was sitting there with her horn down in her lap, just watching you. So you stood up there, and she just sat there and watched you. You brought your baton up, and she just sat there and watched you. You kind of twisted the baton, and she just sat there. And the whole time I'm going, look between her and you. Is she paying attention? Is she gonna do it? And then, when she saw that you were actually ready, she brought it up, you gave the upbeat, downbeat. Just like that. And it was almost like, you ever seen like war movies where everybody's like all the heathens are like rushing in, and then there's the other army and they're like, hold the line. And they're just standing there and you're like, are they gonna move? Are they gonna move? Hold the line. And they're about ready to attack and it's like, hold the line. They're just standing there like, is she gonna do it? And then right at the key moment when it actually mattered, you know, she brought the horn into play. And I think there's a principle there that we instinctively can tell when you're ready. But the thing is, you need to dictate when we're ready, not them.
So you're saying I'm a heathen?
Yeah. What I'm saying is that you need to not stand up here and kind of wait, and then stand and wait. If you do that, then you're teaching band or you're having a rehearsal and you've just wasted 5 minutes of rehearsal because they're dictating. You know, it's not a democracy in this case. So when you come up, say something if you have to, but non-verbally give it to them. And then when you step up here, sacred ground, ready, go. Okay? All right. So this is all pretty clear.
Okay.
This is okay. Just the ending.
Right.
Do, 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 being, right? Not do, 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 go, go, go.
All right. I was a little bit unclear as to how I should do the downbeat because it's such a drastic change with the dynamics between
Right.
those two notes.
So you show it. If it's the downbeat's on beat 1, you're going to show it on beat 3. So 1, 2, and then on beat 3, what do you want on beat 1? You have to show on beat 3. Right? Something big. So, gonna do it one more time, one more run through.
Okay.
Good. And watch on the video. There's a lot of, like, you're fishing
Right.
on lesson. And so make sure it's, you know, mostly vertical because this is what we see, not sagittal out this way.
Okay.
Okay? Also, when you watch the video, listen to the quarter notes. Ding, ding, ding. 8 notes are all together. And then, did you guys listen at all? Ding, ding, all different links. Ding, ding. First one, Liz was longer than everybody. And so I think everybody, they started negotiating amongst themselves. And by like the 3rd or 4th one, they started playing the same length. But it didn't have anything to do with what you were doing. Okay? And so that makes me think maybe you don't know how long you want it. Because if you did, you'd be showing or you'd be trying to get them to do the length that you want.
All right.
And you have to show them because if you watch the video, bump, 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 bump is the same as everything else. You're just clicking time. But there's different links. Dum, dum, dee. It's longer, or maybe it's not longer. Maybe you just want dum, 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 because that's what you were showing. And if they had a little more cynicism in them, the players, that's what they would have shown you. They would go bum, 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 but they're good people. And they decided not to do that.
Part of the problem maybe is because we're also doing it in orchestra, and I'm used to hearing it as only the strings playing pizzicato. It's plucking the string, and
Mm-hmm.
there's not a tremendous amount of change in the duration you can do. I mean, there's like
Kind
a
of.
little bit you can do, but not nearly as much as you can do with wind instruments.
Right, but there's no strings in here.
Right.
And so that's something that you have to decide before you step up there. Okay? Anything else for Stephen? Nope. All right. Thanks.